We're now joined by the DartmouthSports.com Female Athlete of the Week, Shamia Rothwell of the Dartmouth Women's Indoor Track and Field Team, fresh off a third-place finish this past weekend at HEPS, held inside Leverone Fieldhouse. A nice little weekend for you and your teammates. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A couple of big records for you. A school record in the long jump really started the weekend for you. Second championship in the event that you've won the last 2 years. Take us through the mentality of competing at such a high level in one event and at the same time running in the prelims of a couple of other races during that day.
Yeah, just staying focused. Like, we've been having this meet marked on our calendar for a while now. So just staying level and, keeping your head in the right place and just going out there and executing. We trained for this. And so it's just a matter of, waking up and going out there and getting it done.
A pretty good field in the long jump, and you still bested everyone by over a foot. When you completed that jump and you look back, I mean, how do you feel?
It was a huge confidence booster. I wasn't even expecting it. Coach Tim wasn't. Obviously, it was a good thing, but it just came out of nowhere, and it was my first jump that really sealed it away. Obviously, I came back a couple jumps later and jumped further, but I was just not expecting that. But it really boosted my confidence, made me happy.
And like I said, during that time period, you were also running in the prelims of the 60 and the 200. In the 60, you set a record by besting your own mark that you had last year in the championship by running an 8:28 in the prelims. That record lasted 20 hours because the next day on Sunday you came back and won your second consecutive 60-meter hurdles with an unbelievable 8:20. Take us through your mindset and when you cross the line, at what point do you look back and see the time and think, okay, that's pretty good?
Yeah, I think just the day before HEPS, well, the night before, really, we, get our little pamphlets that have all the records and stuff, and I was flipping through it. And obviously, I had the meet record from last year, 8:30, but the all-time record, like, regardless of the meet, was 8:24, and I was like, okay, like, that's mine this year. And so that was just the mindset. But I think in the finals, when I crossed the line, I could just sense the energy, and I just knew it was really fast, and I didn't have to look around too much before I realized how fast it was.
What was it like to watch your teammates? I saw you at a couple points throughout the day, the men and the women, those relays. I mean, you were right there at the front of the pack. How nice is it for you to look around and see someone like Julia Valenti win the pole vault and first and second team, guys and girls really running well?
Right. It was just so special just to share that moment with all my teammates and not only, take pride in my performances, but we had some incredible performances across the board. Just to be in that environment and just, to support them and have the school behind our back and just to be in the comfort of our own facility was absolutely amazing. And it's, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We only have it here once every 4 years. So this will be the only time that I will have had HEPS here at Dartmouth. So I'm just so happy that we did as well as we did.
Shamia Rothwell, the DartmouthSports.com Female Athlete of the Week. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're with Brian McLaughlin, the DartmouthSports.com Athlete of the Week. Brian had a great EISA championship, the NCAA Regional over at Middlebury this past weekend. Finished first in the giant slalom, fourth in the slalom. What was each day like, and what were those races like for you?
So Middlebury, it was really good conditions for the slalom. It was really icy and held up really well, so it was really fair racing throughout. I had a solid first run, another solid second run. It wasn't my best day of the year, but it was a solid day, and Neff came out on top on that one. And then the GS, it was a little bit warm coming into the day, so it was pretty slushy and bumpy, and we ran after the girls in GS, so it was a little bit of a wild day, but put down a good first run and then really put down a good one second run with a little bit of risk out there, but ended up taking it. So
now you've had a lot of experience with the giant slalom, in particular with World Cup racing this past year. You did quite a bit of racing internationally and around the United States. Talk a little bit about your experience with racing with U.S. skiing.
So yeah, I got to race with U.S. skiing for many years before Dartmouth, and then with the National University team while I was at Dartmouth the last couple of years, and that's been an awesome experience. And then racing the World Cup at Beaver Creek this year was unbelievable.
You mentioned the future for skiing for you. You come from Topsfield, Massachusetts, which doesn't have a lot of mountains there, but you got a chance to do it younger growing up in the Maine, it sounded like. And what does the future hold for you with skiing?
So this year I've been racing a lot of the NORAM Tour, which the top 2 people in each event guarantee World Cup spots for the following year. So I've been trying to win the title in that, and I've been fighting for that all year. There's still 2 more races after NCAAs out in Kimberley, British Columbia, so I'm hoping to do well up there and then hopefully race World Cup next year.
Okay. What brought you to Dartmouth? What was it that brought you from Topsfield to Dartmouth? Was it the Dartmouth plan, if you will?
That's definitely part of it. Also, the skiing history, the ski team has always been really strong here. It's a great academic institution as well. So all those things combined, it made it seem like the perfect fit.
Well, in a couple weeks, next week actually, you head out to Colorado for the NCAA championships. You've been out there before, got All-America honors, first team in giant slalom one year, slalom another. What are your expectations for this year?
We really have high expectations. I think the team top to bottom is really strong, so we hope to fight for a team title. We hope to fight for event titles, and then individually I hope to compete both days and do my best and see what happens.
All right, Brian. Well, good work this past weekend and good luck out at NCAAs.
Thank you.